Hey, welcome back. Now I am a little congested, so just don't mind that part of it. But today I decided to play around with the Oceanic palette by Ace Beauty. First I'm taking Blue Clam. It's this really kind of pretty royal blue color, and that's going to go all throughout my crease on a big old fluffy blending brush. And once I have that well blended in the crease, I'm going in with Fiji, this kind of light teal shade, and I'm using that to blend out the edges of Blue Clam. And then I'm taking the shade Mint from the Carnival palette with BPERFECT Cosmetics and Stacey Marie MUA, and this is going to buff out the edges of the previous color just so we have like a nice gradient going up towards the brow bone. And then I'm taking some more of Blue Clam, and I'm just kind of re-intensifying that shade so the color doesn't get lost. And then I'm taking Lagoon, and I'm using that to darken up the crease a little bit before I go in with some concealer. After applying some concealer to my lid, I'm taking this green shade called Turtle, and I'm going to put that on the outer portion of my lid. And then I'm taking the shade Bay and applying that to the middle of my lid, and then blending it out towards my crease. Now I did want a softer sort of cut crease for this look, so when I cut my crease with concealer, I just used a big fluffy brush. Then I'm taking the ColourPop Loose Pigment next. This one is the Zodiac collection from Kathleen Lights. The shade is called The Bowl, and I'm just going to use my finger and a brush to add just a little bit of shimmer to the lid. Then I'm taking Anemone with my finger and popping that on the inner portion of my eye. I ended up not really being a fan of the way that looked, so I took the shade Mykonos on top of it. And then after popping on some lashes, I primed my skin with the CoverFX Blurring Primer. And I did do some color correcting with the LA Girl Orange Corrector, and then I ended up blending that out a little bit and setting it with some translucent powder. And then for foundation, I used the Milk makeup stick in Golden Sand. First I used a brush to kind of blend it out, and then I went over it with a sponge. I did also use a little bit of the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm in the color Y415, or it's also called Almond too. I tried out the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer for the first time. I'm in the shade Ginger. I did like how well it blended out. I think it might be a tiny bit drying for me under my eyes, but there's no way I'm returning it, so I'm gonna make it work. Going back to the under eyes, I'm taking Lagoon first, and I'm going to stamp that as close to my bottom lash line as possible. And then I'm going to blend it out with Sky from the Carnival palette, and then I'm going to follow up with Mint on top of that. And for my inner corners, I'm going in with a little bit of Mykonos. And then I did set the rest of my face with the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. I believe I'm in translucent medium. I'm taking the Kylie Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Almond, and then I did want a little bit more warmth in my face, so I put like a smidgen of the Benefit Hoola Caramel bronzer on top. I took a bit of the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Pinched. I've really been liking the look of blush on my nose lately, so you'll see me doing that. And then for highlight, I used two different ColourPop Super Shock highlights. I know you're not supposed to put creams on top of powder, but what can I say, I live on the edge. I used Flexitarian, which is a little too light for me, and then Wisp on top, which is a little too dark for me. I threw on some ColourPop eyeliner in the shade Teaspoon and lined my waterline, and then I threw on some mascara as well. And then finally for lips, I used my NYX lip liner in the color Brown, and then I went in with the ColourPop matte liquid lipstick in the shade Naughty, and I touched it up with some Moonchild lip gloss after that, and we are done. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Please enjoy my slow motion close-up montage. I hope you enjoyed. Please do leave some comments down below. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.